XCloud beta test iOS device, Wi-Fi and 5G. Stay with me. All right, so here we go. We are connected to Wi-Fi. I have gigabyte speed. Wirelessly, I get around 5 to 600 down and very high up as well. So I expect this first test to go pretty well. Let's sign in here. Here is our save files from the console right there. Save in the file I was just playing last night on the console. And see how this goes. All right, we're loading in, and we're in. That's pretty quick. So let's try the controls here. Touch controls aren't great. Never, ever want to play a game like this, but for this test, we'll do it. And everything seems to be responding. I don't feel any noticeable lag. All right, let's walk down the street here. We'll just keep moving around, seeing if we can run into any issues. And I'm not having any issues right now. It is a little bit jarring to play the game like this after playing it on a huge, 70-inch 4K television. It's difficult to see everything, and again, the controls are very cluttered. I mean, this is not the ideal way to play console games. Now, I know you can connect a controller, and I'm sure it works much better with the controller, but I think most people are going to play, if they use this, simply by pulling out their phone and using the controls on the screen. They're not going to carry a controller, an Xbox controller with them. So the people you see with the Xbox controllers and those dangles attached to them, those are the extreme fanatics. And that's not the most people out there. Let me see if I can... I saw something there. I don't know if that was just a game. I think that was the game. So far, I'm not having a lot of issues controlling, walking around, forwards, left, right, responding pretty quickly. Let's try and get into a fight, though. We want to find somebody that we can fight. I don't know why I'm stopping here. I'm just looking around, trying to figure out the controls. Okay, there's the first person. You would click in the left stick in the game. That's odd, to try and find your way around the control scheme. But everything is performing pretty well, if I'm honest. I'm not a fan of cloud streaming. I don't want anybody to use cloud streaming. I think it's just a terrible way. I shouldn't say I don't want anybody to use it. I mean, use it if you want to. I just think it's a terrible way to play video games. But I'm going to be honest here in this this test so far on Wi-Fi, and I have extremely good Wi-Fi, which isn't the norm for most people. I'm having a good result. Not having any problems, not having any issues. We'll get into a fight here. We'll do a couple moves. We'll see how it responds. If I could just find anybody to fight me, I think there's people up here. Then, of course, after this, we're going to go right into a 5G test. No Wi-Fi, no wireless, anything like that. Just connected to the phone as if you were out and about. Okay, here we go. All right, so the A button is select. There we go. Everything working really well. Let's select him. I know B button is block, so we'll have to time that. It's a little difficult to see the enemies coming at me. All right, everything is working as it should. Again, this is the best case scenario if you're at home connected, either wired. I don't know how you would connect wired, but I mean wirelessly to your internet. And if you're home, I don't know why you wouldn't just play this on your console and on your big TV. Again, the graphics are much better on the big TV than they are here on my phone. I'm using an iPhone 12 Pro Max. But I suppose the big test will be not connected to Wi-Fi, using cellular 5G. But right now, I'm going through the menu here. Everything seems to be working as it should, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to sell you on cloud gaming or anything like that, but the test that I'm doing here, everything is working. And it's not a, I guess if you're going to say, is it a good experience or a bad experience? Bad would be not responsive or unplayable, laggy, and I'm not having any of that. Okay, so we're going to switch to 5G. This is on my cellular network, no Wi-Fi. Let's see how things go. So far it is responsive. I'm walking down the street here, left, right, seems to be working very well. Let's jump in this fight. See how responsive it is. All right, select with the A button. And so far, honestly, I'm not noticing any difference between the game when I played it on Wi-Fi and now when I'm playing it on cellular 5G network. Everything is just as responsive as it was. I'm not seeing any, degradation in the graphics or anything like that. And again, the graphics aren't the greatest on these screens. They certainly weren't meant to be played like this, but let's go through the menu. Let's look around. Everything's working. We're playing with the buttons here, trying to figure out what's what. Here's the map. And I'm not noticing any lag on 5G either. Let's walk around a little bit more. Maybe we can get into another fight. Let's see how we stop it here. Okay, here we go. All right, here's the dashboard. So everything worked, Wi-Fi and 5G. Let me know what you think. See you in the next one.